What Venice Commission services are available to governments?
Basically, we give a democratic rubber stamp on the constitutions or other fundamental laws, of course, if they are worth it. We analyze these pieces of legislation against international standards and give our opinions on them. We also give legal solutions to political problems, let's say.
What are the key factors which explain why governments use the services provided by the Venice Commission?
I would say that the fact that the Venice Commission is impartial and non-political. It's an impartial and non-political institution. We base our opinions on internationally recognized legal instruments. We are objective in our conclusions and recommendations. We also try to put the laws into their historical and political context. We do not impose our solutions. We engage in a constructive and free dialogue with national authorities.
The Venice Commission is composed of constitutional and international law experts, Supreme or Constitutional Court judges, and members of national parliaments. How are they selected?
They are selected by their governments, but they have to be guided in their selection by the Article 2 of our statute, which says that our members are independent experts which acquired their eminence either through their contribution in building democratic institutions or in their advancement of law or political science back home.
What would you point to as the main achievements of the Venice Commission since it was established in 1990?
One could say that we have acquired a status of an indispensable partner in building democracy through law in Europe. And not only in Europe, actually, but also worldwide. We have 57 member states, so 10 non-European member states. And the population that we cover with our expertise is 1.3 billion people. Otherwise, if we use statistics, 400 opinions and 80 studies could be considered as an achievement. 7,000 cases from 100 courts worldwide in our codices database is also something to be proud of.
Does the Venice Commission find it a natural home at the Council of Europe?
Absolutely, because the standards that we use in our opinions are basically the Council of Europe hard law, the European Convention on Human Rights, but also soft law. You could say, as an example, I could give the ECRI recommendations, the reports of the Framework Convention on Protection of Minorities and others, of course.
Looking forward, how do you see the Venice Commission developing over the next decade?
Mm-hmm. First of all, of course, consolidating our action in Europe. Democracy is not something which is, let's say, completely figé, as they say. It's a concept which moves together with the development of our societies. As you know, our societies face different challenges, and so the legislation which governs the societies, of course, will have to be adopted as well. So we definitely will, our focus will stay in Europe. But at the same time, our expertise is required elsewhere, for example, in Northern Africa. We have Algeria, Morocco, and Tunisia as full members. And we hope that our expertise will be fully, how should I say, used. We are there for these countries to build democracy through our legal advice.